Hey friends and family, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're staying healthy and staying strong. Miss you all, love you all very much, and can't wait to get us all back to the point where we can start getting those handshakes and hugs back in that we all need pretty much right now. Even the non-huggers, I'm sure, and the non-touchers, right? I think we all need some face-to-face contact with people right now and just get back into a place where we used to be and back to the things that I know we've probably taken for granted over life. And I think this time right now that we're in is showing us really what's important in life, and I pray that it's showing each and every one of you what's important as well, the things that really matter. So over the past 2 weeks, well, the past week and then this weekend, I've started a series at church in the book of James. And the first week, again, I talked about trials and how we all go through them and how we can count them all as joy because they're building strength and perseverance inside each and every one of us. And that's an awesome thing. And this weekend, I'm going to be talking about the idea of temptation. And though it's not a fun thing to talk about, we don't like to think about the things we're tempted with because sometimes it brings up negative emotions and we realize, just how weak we are as human beings. But today I want to talk a bit about not what it is, but how we're actually affected by it, how it can really hit us every once in a while. Temptation is personal, and I'm going to be hitting on this tomorrow as well in my message. So I invite you guys to check that out tomorrow at 10:30. That's our time here in Texas, California. That would be 8:30, and on the East Coast it would be 9:30. Right? Or no, yeah, something like that, 11:30. I don't even know what time it is anymore. I don't know what day it is anymore. I don't even know what day this devotion I'm doing, right? We're all just confused, and we're all just making it through each and every day. So, though I'm joking with you about most of this stuff, but it is getting a little confusing lately. I can't even say the word confused. But anyways, again, temptation is something that is very personal. It's the way we're all tempted. We're all tempted by different things. We're tempted in different ways by different things. What tempts me doesn't always tempt you, and what you're tempted by doesn't always tempt me. But there's one thing we actually do have in common, is when we are tempted. See, the enemy knows the prime time to tempt us. He knows exactly when it is that he can step in and start throwing those little fiery darts of temptation at us that the Bible talks about. He knows the points in our lives that we are most vulnerable. If you guys know the story, Matthew chapter 4, Jesus goes out to the wilderness. He's fasted for 40 days and nights, hasn't eaten a thing. And what does the devil do? He knows that Jesus is starving, right? So he tells Jesus, hey, if you're the Son of God, turn those stones to bread, because I know that's the one thing you want right now. He knew Jesus was probably in a vulnerable point, and he knew the one thing that he could tempt Jesus with. And so my question today to you is, what is your vulnerable moment? That's a hard word to say, right? I'm going to say it again. What is your vulnerable moment? Is it times when you're tired? Is it times when you're angry? Maybe it's when you're bored, or maybe it's when you're sad. I don't know how that is for you. I don't know when you are most likely to be tempted in life, but I want you to recognize that. That's really what I want to hit on today, is to recognize your vulnerable moment. When is that? When are you the most vulnerable to temptation by the enemy that's most likely, possibly going to lead you to sin? And that's a place we don't want to be. And I want to invite you to join me again tomorrow at 10:30 our time here in Texas, online you can join us on Facebook. If you can't get us there, you can check us out on YouTube as well, Rolling Hills Community Church. I want you to join me, and I'm going to be talking about this very thing right here, is recognizing our temptation, the vulnerable moments, but how we can battle it. We can. We have the power, we have the strength, and we have a God who loves us so much that he's given us everything we need to do it. So join me tomorrow. Can't wait to see you guys. Can't wait to worship with you. Love you so much. Again, recognize your vulnerable moments, and let's just be aware of the moment that we are in, the emotion that we're in, that makes us the biggest target to the enemy's temptations. I love you guys so much. Can't wait to see you someday soon. Have a wonderful week. Stay safe and stay healthy. God bless you guys.